happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods.
Drew?
Its name is Gramr. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Gramr by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shard.
Okay.
Go to the shard. Go to the shard. What's the shard? Find it.
So there are 3 areas to do, just like the previous one, but instead of there being 2, it's 3.
Where is it?
Gotcha.
Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes.
Take me.
Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong.
Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something
Hey.
so very ordinary. Inevitable.
Now I wonder, are these all considered one level, or is it like 4 or whatever per area?
But when it comes,
Just 3,
it
4.
forces itself onto our friends or loved ones. Then comes the reckoning.
Her name is Hervor, the daughter of a berserker born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
It's not Dillian, it's a trick. He loves her.
Just going up. Nothing over here. You go up top. You cannot. Okay. So you're gonna go inside. Yep, we're gonna go in.
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember? I'll find him.
What was that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices? Is that his voice or the voice?
Well, that's cool.
Dillian. Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear him? Where is he? He sounds like he's getting.
Hervor disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
Cannot sprint in here, gotcha.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus.
I mean, I can tell this is the right way.
Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers once again.
I can hear him.
Is that a statue? Oh, it is a statue.
Within the burial mound, Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead. Like I said, she reminds me of you.
The voice is getting louder. Listen.
Dillian.
Uh,
Listen. It's him. Listen.
It's getting louder.
There he is.
You're getting closer.
Keep going.
Senua, follow the voice.
You're nearly there.
Dillian's voice.
It's him. He's going to save you.
Find the voice.
Find him.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
I feel like there's still one more in here. Did it just go outside? Or is this... I feel like that's the right way. I'm gonna go this way. We're the slowest person.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening? It's not him. It can't be.
What's that sound? The voice is changing.
What?
Let's go.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound.
Herver ignores her father's warnings. The grave mound opens, and it seems to be full of fire. Again, Herver demands her inheritance, but her father warns her the sword is cursed and would be the bane of her family. But he relents and brings her the sword. She leaves the island with it, but the curse holds true, and death would follow in the years to come. And so, Senua, the misdeeds of a father have cursed his daughter.
I'm gonna get back to that hole. Then it was not this one, but the next one. Go left. Yeah, this is the one. We got them all here. I like that. No.
Quiet.
Where's Mother down here?
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him. That voice. It's not Dillian.
My eyes.
Dillian wants me to face my fears.
Oh, the achievement, it was so loud. Achievement unlocked, escape, complete the labyrinth shard challenge.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chieftain's son.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Alright, that one's done. On the next one.
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more.
Is there 3 or is there more?
There's still more. There's always more to do. It's not going to be easy.
One's 2,
You're getting tired.
3.
Can you do another one?
There's 4.
Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.
Can I just go over there? Maybe let me go around like this. Please.
I saw once a plague strike northern lands of ice. It was so terrible that not the oldest man among us could remember the like. Hundreds died. The sickness took nearly every person younger than 40, and many older. And where dying mothers gave birth, the marks of the plague were on the babes as they came out of the womb.
What a nice loading screen.
I don't like it. This place feels.
What is this place?
This place feels. It's creepy. It feels wrong. It feels strange. Where is it? Where are we? Turn back. This is wrong. This has to be wrong.
There he is.
There he is.
The light.
Go towards it.
He's in the house. He's
Find-
going in.
He's disappearing.
Follow him.
Don't let him disappear.
The air.
Where's it gone?
Calm down, Dillian.
How do you find it? It's just a trial.
It's just another test.
You just have to solve it, and then you will find him.
Well,
Then you will succeed.
ew.
It's a test. Like the old warrior trials. Dillian will help me. The stench of rot. She can almost taste it. Do you smell it? No. Don't worry. Not everyone can. It was a warm spring day when she went to the river with Dillian and the others. But the water. She could taste the rot. But no one else could. She knew something was wrong. Something sinister. She begged them to leave, but they just laughed at her. But soon enough, as the bodies piled up, no one was laughing. And they knew that she was not like that.
The bridge. It's broken. Fix it. You have to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Now you have to find him.
Let's get out my hammer and nails.
Get to the house and finish this trial.
It doesn't finish until you get to the house.
Before he disappears, Senua.
You have to get in.
There's an X. What changed? Is it this? Ah. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
The Northmen speak of a death.
Okay, went to the wrong one, but that's fine.
Light, shaped like a half moon that appears inside a house and goes around the walls. I once saw the death moon appear at a farm, and first the shepherd died, then a guest died, and then the farm hands, and then the
Only two here,
farmer
too.
and 6 of his men drowned at sea. But that is not the end of it, because the dead return to haunt the living. If you see the death moon, then beware, because there will be death in that house.
Did this do anything?
You did it. She did.
It's not done yet. Just a small piece of the puzzle.
I don't know what it is doing.
You found a way.
To climb the tower.
The ladder.
Quick. What now?
You can
What? Oh, this one. I know. Locks that door, I see, I see. I'm gonna be mute for a minute, gonna make a phone call.
She did it.
You fixed the bridge.
She fixed it.
You passed the trial. Get to the house.
Done. You succeeded.
Alright, I'm back.
Senua! Come to me! Where are you?
I'm here. I'm right here.
Are you in there?
Where is he?
Come out if you are.
You have to find him.
The runes.
Focus.
On the runes.
There was a Northman called
I'm gonna focus on this first.
big, red-haired, immensely strong. But he was afraid of the dark.
Focus now.
It happened one night that an undead creature came to his house to drag him outside into darkness and kill him. He resisted with every ounce of his strength. He clung to the doorframe, but it gave way, and they spilled out of the house, and the monster fell back, and the moon shone down on its ghastly face. Grettir, terrified, cuts off its head, but is cursed forever. From that moment on, wherever he was, he would see those hideous eyes staring back at him. Sometimes we allow our own fear to haunt us to our grave.
So 11 for this one. Did it go away? Okay.
Dillian! They're coming for me!
He's trying to save us.
There it is. It's close. It's close. Move away. Don't let it see you.
It is.
Go towards it.
Run.
Focus.
Find
Focus.
it.
Focus.
Ah.
Focus.
Focus. Where are they?
Where's Dillian?
Where are you?
Don't let it see you.
Don't get lost.
Don't let it see you. You'll start to
Run! Run now!
Run! It's not safe here. Run! Senua! You don't even have your sword. You came through the wrong door.
How are you going to fight?
Where's your sword?
Don't have me voices in my head.
What is that?
I know what I'm doing.
Where are we?
It's not safe.
Enough. light. Go towards it. Focus. I have to find one more. One dance. Find the other symbol you're lost. You.
I'm not lost, I know what I'm doing.
Where is he?
Give me the triangle. Why?
Find the gate. Get out. Run. Run. Look at you. Don't
Oh,
let it
jeez.
see you. It's coming. Move away. You're lost again.
Nowhere to go, which is in the way.
Where are you?
Which boy? Achievement unlocked. Cure for the plague. Hit the swamp shard challenge.
Senua! Senua! What happened?
They're blaming me for the plague. They say that I'm cursed. What if they're right?
How would they know such a thing? Are they gods? None of us are. They're just people. Good people, but they're scared. They're afraid of what they can't see. Like children scared of the dark. They make up stories to fill the void. That doesn't make them true.
What if my father was right?
You have to step out of this darkness. Let them see who you really are, like I have. You're not a monster.
Without you,
Okay.
this darkness has made me a monster.
Monster.
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong?
What if this is pointless? What if you're wrong?
What if this is
See, they thought it was funny too.
the trick? It's just a pointless test. You've been fooled.
Alright, which one is this?
You don't know. It's just their game for you. You never know which way it's going to go.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin. He was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
Dillion. Look at this mask.
Face. What is it? What does it see?
A full bridge. Staircase.
You want to see what the mask sees? No, she doesn't. Don't look through it. You're curious. Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world. It's lighter. It's nicer.
Never mind.
No,
thought that was the other thing.
Can we stay? Let's stay here. I like the way it's safe here. The bridge. It's not broken. It's fixed. What happens? The bridge is fixed. Let's cross it.
There's
The
one,
Northmen
two,
tell
three,
this
four,
story about
6
the
here.
death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams. Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death, and the gods fear for his life. So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents, poison, sickness, swear an oath not to harm her son. One by one, they each make their vow. Neither weapons nor wood will injure him, Balder's mother boasts. Only Loki, father of Hela, the mistress of death, is not amused.
Okay, you are not openable.
Dillion is in there. Don't forget. You can feel him. You need the runes to fight Dillion.
We probably need to have the door open by having it be inside the other world, I'm guessing.
He's waiting for you.
He always said he would wait.
He's close.
He cares about you.
He's close. He loves you. Calling you. Dillion. Dillion, we're here.
Dillion.
We're nearly here. We're coming.
Oh, you. Let me see. Maybe inside this world we can see the K.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind the
This gate open or the other gate? This one. I want to check something out first. Is this here inside this world as well? It is not. Okay, so we actually have to look at both worlds. Okay.
Dillion, there he is. There he is. What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him. Go through before he disappears.
Dillion, don't lose him.
Your curse has
Come on,
come into
Senua.
place.
Always let him
Where is he?
Senua.
We're in the wrong world.
He's not hidden.
She's in the wrong
He was gone. He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world. The dark.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillion taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of color stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Balder, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Balder's mother, "Is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe?" "I did not ask the mistletoe," Balder's mother confesses. "I thought it was too young." Oh dear.
Got a phone call, 1 sec.
Do you remember the way he touched you?
Alright, I'm done on the phone. We're good. I gotta find this wood piece. It would be around here, but it might be to the nighttime version. Let me go over to the nighttime version. Or present time, whatever it's called.
Do you know? Was it worth it? You're still alive and Dillian's dead. He doesn't deserve to be dead. How does that make you feel?
Like, is this how you do it? Is it... I think it was inside, but can you get it from over here? No, you cannot. Gotcha. Anything over here that's worth getting? Mother? No. Let's go back in. We believe in you. I'm gonna get really close to it because I want to see if the symbols will appear in the present time. Like, I want to know if it might be in the present time to get the thing. I don't know. Actually, it doesn't make sense because you have to be inside the present time to, or the past time, to get through that gate.
Do you think she remembers him?
So somewhere in here, the wood.
He cared in a way that nobody else did. Do you even remember? His love is guiding you. Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
Is it not right here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
He's gone to the dark world.
You're in the wrong world.
Where did I get it?
The dark world. Without
I don't see it anymore. You know, I'm just not seeing it, actually. I guess I did get it, yeah.
us to touch him.
Anything out here? If we go out here? In daylight time? Lost his door. I don't really see the point, but sure.
Dillian saved her.
You owe your life to Dillian.
You owe everything to him.
Alright, just go back to the present.
You have blood on your hands.
You
What blood on your hands?
Was it worth it? Look what
Alright, so we're in.
the things you love. There he is. Where are you taking me?
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. There is a way up there. She can do it. You're nearly there. Shh, find the way. You broke him. You killed him.
Ooh!
He couldn't
Woohoo!
see the darkness.
We gotta do the focusing, but ooh!
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taking part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands. And Huth throws the mistletoe at Balder. It pierces through him, and to everyone's horror, Balder is killed. And for this, Huth is slain.
Dillion doesn't know who killed him, but we do.
No, not good enough for you?
You have no chance for love now.
Nobody will love you again.
Ever again. You can.
There we go. I was too close. You could fill like 4 more floors here, yo.
Nobody will love you.
Woohoo!
Nobody will love you.
Can you remember what love feels like?
The Northmen tell how the gods mourned Balder. His body was to be burnt on his ship, but they could not manage to push it into the sea, and sent for a giantess to do it. She comes riding a wolf and has vipers for her reins. She pushes Balder's ship into the sea with such force that the ground shakes and the rollers burst into flames. When Balder's wife sees his body carried onto the ship, her heart bursts with grief, and she dies. She's put next to her husband, and the pyre is lit, sending the dead to hell. But even so, the gods cannot accept his death.
She should have listened to her father.
Why didn't she listen to her father?
She thought she could defy her father.
Arrow, X-Boy, and Z.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillion. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes.
Your love because he believed in you.
An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. The shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between 2 worlds. That of Zinbel and her past,
You had the love
and Dillion,
squashed it, strangled
a future.
The curse cannot be.
2 realities, tearing at her soul.
Easy peasy.
What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute?
By minute, by minute.
What does she think she's doing? You're special. She thinks she can
Alright, the Z is somewhere.
nothing. Being special.
Waste of time.
Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just a curse. Dillion believed in you. What if the gods are laughing at her?
Messing with her.
I'll go to the other side. Which I think we're gonna be in this mode to do it. Don't know where that MX is.
Kill the things that are most precious to you.
Didn't deserve this.
Don't mind if I do. I mean, it's a stretch for sure.
No time for this. Speed up. These rooms mean nothing. It's all part of their game.
Say new trials to destroy.
Okay, I got you. We have to go into the other world. Open the door up inside that version. Or the present, pressed. We're in the present right now.
Now closer to Dillion.
That was Dillion, and you're letting this get in the way.
What if they are just to tire you out, make you weak before the battle?
Woohoo!
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses, Balder stays with me. The gods send messengers everywhere. Weep for Balder, weep him out of Hell. And everything wept. Men, beasts, earth, stone, trees, metal, everything. Except for a giantess they find in a cave. Balder was never my friend, she says. Let Hel keep what she has.
He's the reason she keeps.
The Northmen say that the giantess must have been Loki in disguise.
Is that a thing over there?
Do you remember the way he stroked your
That is one. Okay, well, that's the last moment of this area.
Remember the way he felt?
I think that's it, but we're secret part of the balcony, I don't know. Oh, my eyes. Let's go back to
What it was to touch
night
him.
time, present time. Can I get over there and open that door? There it is, yeah. I see it. Do you remember 21st night of September?
You killed the things most precious to you.
It goes on and on. Gonna finish up this challenge on and on. Then take a 10-minute break on and on. Been playing for 4 hours. Then I'll come back and finish Hellblade. Senua's Revenge.
Poor Dillian. He didn't know.
Senua Sacrifice. Ah! I ruined it.
Do you remember meeting him beneath the tree?
Meeting him beneath the tray.
The Northmen tell how the gods punished Loki for Balder's
Only
death.
10 more.
They captured him and took him to a cave. They fetched his 2 sons and turned one into a wolf, and he ripped his brother apart. The gods used Loki's own son's entrails to tie him down and turned these bonds to iron and dangled a poisonous serpent over his face so that its venom would drip onto him. Each time the venom drips onto Loki's face, he writhes in agony. The Northmen say that is the cause of earthquakes. A reminder, perhaps, that if even gods must accept death, then so must we.
Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong?
Don't mind if I do. I mean, sure.
What if this is pointless? What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You could make
Nova? Senua?
you see runes everywhere.
What are you doing, Senua?
What if they don't
Senua?
actually make sense? The gods were lying. If you think it makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in words. It doesn't mean anything.
Dillian.
This language you don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. You'll succeed. Slow, quicker.
Dillian!
There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld, and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Sinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms,
She's not.
learned to see the world through his eyes.
She's steady. She can
Slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly
began to unravel.
Be quick. Be quick. Careful. Don't. Breathe.
You just sneeze? Oh, Hugsy. Achievement unlocked. Different perspectives. With the tower shard challenge. One more challenge, I'll do that when I get back. Probably grab some tea, use the restroom, all the bunch.
Your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight?
He looks like a fuckboy from Toronto.
Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay for the gift you have? A gift that makes you so special in my eyes. Just another part of the person I love.
I left for the wilds to protect you from my darkness. Because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.
Killing you would be too easy. They're taking your memories to torture you. They're taking you from the inside. You're disappearing one memory at a time.
Alright, I'm gonna pause it right here. It's like only 10 minutes.